Mackenzie Dern beats the absolute dog piss out of Angela Hill from start to finish. That was total domination, and I called this fight down to a T, and I couldn't be more prouder because a lot of people picked Dern, but I'm sure a lot of people thought her only chance to win is if she gets to the ground, and if she get to the ground, she get a sub. But I predicted that Mackenzie Dern was going to win no matter where the fight went and no matter how the fight ended. I said, if it goes the distance, she's winning that as well, close or dominant, because of how I knew the fight would play out. I said she didn't need a finish, but I did pick a sub. Now, props to Angie Hill for, surviving on the ground. I mean, that girl is like a cat because she's got 9 lives. I mean, that's ridiculous. Saved by the bell, 2x. End of round 1, almost got subbed, saved by the bell, time was on her side. End of round 3, saved by the bell, time was on her side. And arguably the fight should have been stopped in round 3 when she was getting destroyed from the full mount, but the ref gave her multiple chances, and Angela made so many poor IQ mistakes that she was lucky enough to get away with in this fight. Following Mackenzie Dern to the ground when she fell over, but she was somehow able to not get submitted. Going for takedowns against Mackenzie Dern, but again, she survived that jiu-jitsu. But my prediction for this fight, as I said, that yes, her ultimate advantage is on the ground. Yes, the fight is going to inevitably go to the ground, but I said on the feet, Dern will have success. Now, I didn't expect her to be completely dominant in the stand-up, but I did say that she is going to land a lot on Angela Hill because Angela Hill is hittable. And I said that she's going to go out there, create brawls, and win these sloppy, messy exchanges. And that's exactly what happened. But even so, her boxing didn't look bad either. Like on a technical level, she was landing some good jabs, and that was a nice straight cross that she dropped Angela Hill with in the first round. I wasn't surprised that she dropped Hill in that first round because Hill was getting hit a lot by big shots, and one of them put her on her ass, and she was able to survive getting dropped and didn't get subbed on the ground. And then round 2 was like the only round that Angela Hill won. Now, I was a bit worried because I thought, damn, did Dern tire herself out with that big first round of getting the knockdown, having all this time on the ground and not getting that sub? And it seemed like that was the case, but Angela Hill gave Dern lots of time to recover by holding her against the cage that entire round. And that's basically all Hill did, really. That's like the only success she had in the fight. No success in the striking. It was all just the clinching and hugging Dern against the cage. But when we go into round 3, it's the same thing. Dern dominate. Well, this doesn't dominate that round. Or actually, she does dominate that round. What am I talking about? I had that third round at 10-8 when she got that take. Oh, wait, no. This is what happened. It wasn't off a takedown. Well, it was off a takedown. I'm all over the place right now. But it was off a knee down the middle. It was a knee that wobbled Angela Hill badly hurts her with the knee. And right there, I think Dern could have knocked her out and ended it, but she really wanted that sub. She's like, you know what? I got Angela Hill hurt. Let me take her down. She's rocked. She won't be able to defend the subs, but she thought wrong. Angie Hill, despite being hurt, was able to stay in safe positions to avoid the subs, and she was able to burn the clock long enough until like late round 3, like the last few seconds when Dern went for that armbar, she ran out of time. But even before then, Dern could have won by TKO, but the ref gave Hill chances. Round 4, all Dern, outstruck her, outgrappled her, and then round 5, took her down immediately and just dominated, destroyed Angela Hill. I mean, that was easy work, and it feels good to be right. I'm not bragging because I called the win. I'm just bragging because of how I predicted the fight would go. Because I said that Angela Hill, striking wise, is not a Marina Rodriguez, not a Yan Xiaonan. She's not fast like them. She doesn't move like them. Her defense isn't like them. She don't got their skills, and she's short. Her being shorter than Dern, I'm telling you, helped Mackenzie Dern in the stand-up. And Dern gets her 3rd-degree black belt after winning the fight, and she calls out Rose Namajunas. Not a bad call out. I mean, that's how she's going to get far in this division. She takes out the number 2 strawweight in the world and former strawweight champion. That could be a huge capstone on her resume. And if she could beat Rose, she's number 2 and there's a title shot. But that fight seems unlikely because Rose right now doesn't seem ready to fight. She's been out for the last year and she's been turning down fight offers, but who knows, maybe Rose will be ready to come back by the end of the year. So maybe Dern could get that fight. I mean, as far as a prediction, like who would win, I think Rose should win that fight because lately Dern is not able to submit people even if she gets them down. Couldn't submit Marina Rodriguez with minutes of control time. Same thing with when she took down Yan Xiaonan. Yan survived on the ground with Dern twice and she couldn't submit Hill. So Rose Namajunas has better jiu-jitsu and a better ground game than Yan Xiaonan, Angela Hill, and Marina Rodriguez, and Tisha Torres, who survived as well. So I think on the ground, if it hits the mat, Rose Namajunas is surviving, getting back up. And if it's on the feet, Rose is going to dominate because she's too fast, her boxing is too clean, her footwork is good enough to cancel out the pressure of Mackenzie Dern, and she can catch her coming in multiple times because Rose is a very good counterpuncher. If you're getting picked apart by Marina and Xiaonan, I think Rose could do much of the same, but I wouldn't count Dern out because Dern is dangerous, she is improving, and she is hungry, and you never know. I mean, there is a chance that maybe she could catch Rose in a sub on the ground in some kind of scramble. It's not impossible. It's unlikely. I feel like it's a bad matchup on Rose's best night, but Dern has a chance to beat anybody. You know, she's not a complete bum. She looked amazing tonight. You know, even though it's against someone who's like 9-13 in the UFC and 15-13, does not matter. She still looked amazing. But if Rose is off the table, I mean, she used Xiaonan as an alternate call out, but I don't see them doing the rematch between Marina and Xiaonan. I feel like, I don't know, that was like one fight ago for Mackenzie. Like, that's not a fight we're going to see again until it's like maybe a title fight. If Xiaonan is a champion, Dern gets a title shot. Otherwise, I don't see it happening, but maybe they could give Mackenzie Dern Jessica Andrade. Andrade is ahead of her in the rankings at number 5. And honestly, I mean, she has a pretty good chance at beating Jessica Andrade because Dern, like Jessica Andrade, she's tough and she's scrappy. She can bang it out. She can fight dirty. She's got power, but she can also be technical as well. And Jessica Andrade is kind of sliding. And of course, Mackenzie Dern is dangerous. She's a threat for anybody on the ground. And I'm sure that the fight definitely could hit the canvas at some point. Although Andrade could probably strength her way out of submissions. It's not the best of matchups for Dern, and Andrade might win. But again, Dern has a chance. And those knees, she might be able to catch Jessica with one up the middle. And now we know Andrade can be knocked out. But she can also be submitted, as shown by Erin Blanchfield. So we'll see what the future holds for Mackenzie Dern. But great performance. Killer performance. I love what I saw out of her. And I'm happy to finally get a correct main event this month, in the month of May. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below on Mackenzie's performance and the Rose call out. Do you think that fight will happen? If not, who should Dern fight next? Like and subscribe, and peace out.